Keith Richards wrote this song in his sleep. I'll tell you the full story at the end. And it was so rebellious that US and UK radio stations banned it. This is Rolling Stones' Can't Get No Satisfaction.
Now here for all of the youngsters of the country and Canada are the Rolling Stones.
This is a tune. Go on, Mick. He's so interesting with how he sings. I know he gets a lot of stick for not being the best singer in the world and having the odd flat note, but he has such an iconic sound and he is such an amazing storyteller and performer. I love the scoops. They're so bluesy. I can't get no. I know that little no was a tiny bit flat from him, but then he is a great storyteller in his dynamics. That first verse is really breathy, it's quiet, it makes you come in and listen, and he builds through and adds more tone, adds more chord closure as we move through. And adding things like, when I'm driving, that with the little glottal, it adds a lot of percussive sounds into it, makes it really, really rhythmic. It's interesting here. I think there might be some timing issues. It might be just what they can hear at this point in time, unlike a lot of modern TV shows. To be fair, a lot of modern TV shows, whether the artists know or not, are they're syncing to. This is not. It's really, really live. And in this day and age, artists are touring incredibly hard schedules. They don't have a lot of time to prepare. They have to jump right in. The monitoring system might not be great. And if you don't know what the monitoring system is, it's the system that allows the artists to hear themselves. So nowadays we'd have, an in-ear monitor. It's like a little, just like a headphone that you'd normally wear to listen to music, and you can get the levels that you want. But here you can hear the levels are a little bit awry. Mixed pretty quiet in the mix. Oh, it's fine, I think. Oh, it is. And you know what? In this, you can hear that Keith Richards is slightly out of time with the drums, and it might be just the screaming girls. It might be so loud that you can't really hear properly. And I want to say that is so common, and we pretend that it isn't. Like, world-class performers like this don't have issues like this, but they do. This is a great example where you can just hear that little bit of delay and getting to kind of Keith between the drums and Keith in between Mick and Keith here. But they're back. I love the rest. So you do hear some performers, obviously, of this era that you just never hear a note going wrong. Everything's really, really dead on if you listen to the Eagles, for example, but that takes so much work. It also takes being really aware of your schedules. I guess they're quite young here. I don't think that they would be in control of their schedules, whereas the Eagles notoriously were. And nothing takes away from the fact that this is a fantastic, catchy song, and that it's so infectious, that Mick Jagger's performance is always charismatic and full of attitude and expression. His singing is full of nuance, even if it's playing with rhythm or sliding off the end. If it's not traditional singing forms of nuance, it's nuanced in its own way. Dynamics, he's drawing us in, you know? He looks like Harry Styles. Harry Styles is like him, don't you think? To me, this performance is really, really interesting because you hear how music has progressed and changed and technology has made everything so perfect, but there's something so wonderful about the imperfections that we hear in this style of music. Now, I promised I would tell you about Keith Richards and the story of writing this song. Apparently, he woke up in the night and recorded a guitar riff. He doesn't even remember this, but he woke up in the morning and found his little player that he'd recorded it on and listened back, and there was a couple of minutes of him playing that riff over and over, and then him snoring, and that was the start of this song. Now, before you go, I have also just released my very own album, and I'd love if you could check it out. It's available here on YouTube, 3 of the songs, and 3 of the songs on Spotify, and the rest of them are available on my website. Alright, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!